Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another video on this channel where we talk about deepening our meditation practice and walking the spiritual path. Today, I wanted to talk about a very important topic, which is very important at our times. There's a lot of conflicts going on around the world, as you know. There's a lot of political division. Um, I recently spent some time in the US. I'm from Canada, and while the politics is very divisive here in Canada, it's in a whole different level in the US. I could not believe it. There are usually two parties, and they just hate each other for some unknown reason. And it's very easy to get trapped into that division of any kind, really, not just in politics. And I wanted to remind us, according to my experience, what's the greatest gift really we have to the world? How do we help these conflicts? How do we help people around us? How do we do all those things? And the greatest gift really that we can give to the world as individuals, as practitioners of meditation, is, you guessed it, our practice. During my first few sessions, which are a week-long intensive Zen retreats, I remember around day 4 or 5, I would feel amazing. I would feel with love and joy. Not always, but most of the time, around day 4 or 7, as you deepen your practice. And I would have my interview with the assistant teacher, who's just an amazing person, just lovely lady. And I would just walk in the room where the interview took place at 5:30 a.m. and I would just say, I just feel amazing, I just feel like I want to serve the world, I want to do charity, I want to do something. What do you think I should do? And she would say right away, no. We're not done yet. You have 3 more days left. Your focus is here. She said, this is Makyo. This is your ego trying to pull you away from your practice. And she told me something that I will never forget, and I'm sharing it right now. She said, listen, the greatest gift you can give to the world is your practice. Right? And on another occasion, when I sort of said this similar things, she said, listen, anything other than your koan, this is a saying in Zen, anything other than your koan and your breath work is a distraction, and which is pretty much more or less the same thing. So our ego is like a wolf. It just gets into sheepskin and tries to divert us from our practice. It's a very common thing, especially at the beginning. I mean, I still experience it sometimes. I have to be very vigilant about it. What is more noble than serving the world? What is more noble than charity work? What is more noble than caring about other people? Well, it's a distraction from your practice. There's a part of ourselves that wants freedom, and also there's a part of ourselves that doesn't want to lose his identity, wants to stay in control of everything. And that's part of our ego, so to speak. There are different names in different traditions. The Makya tries to place things with us, and it's very easy to get trapped into that line of thinking about, I want to do this in the world. My political views are better than this person, so on and so forth. To me personally, it's just distraction. Even Carl Jung said that the best thing you can do for the world is to do your own shadow work. I don't remember the exact words, but the more we find our own light and the more we work with our shadow, our own negativity, the more we give peace to the world, right? And not too long ago, I remember I was at the retreat, the Zen retreat, and towards the end of it, maybe day 5 or 6, I don't remember. We were in a dining hall for lunch or supper, I don't remember, and there were 45 of us, and there was a teacher, and the teacher usually takes a few minutes to walk in, usually the last one, because he's so busy wrapping up his stuff and probably sending emails to different temples around the world. So there were 7 or 8 minutes where we were sitting, and I noticed somebody would just take a deep breath and do the zazen, do the practice of meditation in the dining hall while everybody's sitting there quietly. And then, like 5 seconds later, someone further down in the room would do the same thing, take a deep breath and start doing meditation quietly. And then someone from the very end of a room would do the same thing. And that's how the vibration changes, right? That's how the vibration changes. If you want to change the world, you don't have to say a single thing. You don't need to go to any event. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things. I'm not saying there is, policies and government policies, foreign policies are important, no doubt about it. But for us, the greatest gift is really find that inner peace, inner unmovable peace that we have, and give it to the world through our practice, right? So yeah, it's just powerful, and I'm sure you've seen that as well. Sometimes we're tired and we're on a bus commute going home, and there is someone just with a different vibration. They're just not. They have a different vibration. They're happy. They're content. They're smiling. They're reading something, and you notice that energy, and you pick up that energy. Then it really transforms you. The famous poet and mystic Rumi said, be the one that when he or she walks into the room, luck shifts to the one who needs it. Again, become the person who when he walks into the room, luck moves to the person who needs it. I think the right word might be baraka, actually, or grace, but luck is a good word as well. So yeah, that's how we transform the world. That's how we do it with our practice, by going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in our practice. And when someone has practiced for 20 years, oh my God, you can see the energy in them. They don't need to say anything. They don't need to argue with anybody. They don't need to take the sides of anybody. You just can see it in themselves. And this is how we heal the world, right? It's like an ice cube in a hot coffee. It just cools it off. And this is with our planet. There might be conflicts around the world, but in some way, we just are one drop of cold water into it. And it's just very powerful. But mainly, I wanted to say that because early on, it's easy to get trapped into wanting to do quote unquote good work, which is very important. Feeding the hungry is a very noble thing. Helping the world is a very noble thing, but very often it's just our ego trying to trap us, trying to distract us. Because when our mind goes away from our practice into other things, then may not be progressing. It's very, very important. And for me, was a very, very difficult thing to let go and just focus on my practice, right? So yeah, that's the most greatest gift you can give to the world, just your inner work, the work what you're doing. If you're doing Zen or Buddhism or any kind of Christianity has centering prayer and meditation, whatever meditation practice you're doing, that's your gift to the world. Even walk into the woods here in Canada, you can hike around in pristine nature. Whatever it is your practice, just go deeper in it. That's my experience of really contributing to the world. Journaling, shadow work, or whatever it may be. It's just the greatest thing. But yeah, it can be a trap. We watch the news and we get trapped by it, and we just get distracted. It's very, very easy to do, and it takes a lot of work to move past that. And what is interesting also, when you keep doing your practice faithfully, and when you're focused just on your practice among other things, when your practice comes first, you see it in other people around you. You see it in family members, how the behavior changes, not because you said it or did anything, but because your practice, you're more patient in situations where you're focused, you're more centered, and they subconsciously become more centered, more focused, more peaceful. You don't need to say anything, you don't need to do anything, you don't need to change anything. By walking into the room when you have been practicing after an hour of meditation or whatever your practice is, you feel the difference and you can see how it affects people in your immediate household. It's a true gift, and it really is a big motivation to move forward and keep with your practice when you see the change in other people. Um, in Zen and many other traditions, there's a great vow that people do, which is I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not really qualified, but there is a great vow that they will not reach enlightenment until all sentient beings reach it. And there's a lot of wisdom into that, right? They put other people's enlightenment before their own, and that becomes their motivation. And I find a lot of wisdom in that. And by focusing on our practice, rather than trying to help the world in means that satisfies us, can be a very, very powerful thing. Anyways, that's what I wanted to share today. Your greatest gift to the world as a practitioner, as a meditator, as someone on a spiritual path, is your practice. Your practice is the greatest gift to the world. It's your greatest potential. And I hope you will keep up with it. And my greatest hope is that this channel in somehow, way, or shape or form will assist you in your practice. Anyways, have a great day and talk to you next time.